have a couple points to make on top, and then I'll turn it over to our Lieutenant Governor before we open up for questions. Just had a good meeting with the Lieutenant Governor and our DOA Director about vaccines, and in particular into our hospital network, and we'll have more to say that when you're asking your questions. But so a few months ago, I stood at the podium and I said that we would have music in Newport this summer, and we did, and it was safe and very successful in many ways. So a month ago, we were proud to announce that we would have a Waterfire in Providence, and this Saturday marks Waterfire's return to our capital city. And I am so pleased that the theme of this weekend's Waterfire is a salute to the first responders and the frontline workers. I don't want to share too many details of what we have planned for the lighting, but I will share that the night will start with a torch lighting procession, and our office has invited each municipality to have a representative from their city or town to represent them as a torchbearer. We will also have torchbearers that represent some of our key industries and partnerships like the Hospitality Association, the Small Business Coalition, representatives from the General Assembly, Commerce, and the Department of Health. We're excited for Saturday and hope Rhode Islanders will come out and celebrate and give thanks to our frontline workers and first responders who continue to go above and beyond to protect ourselves and our families. Now, we're expecting a large turnout this Saturday, and we know that the Delta variant is still among us. So a couple things I want Rhode Islanders to know and what to expect. The state will be having a pop-up vaccination clinic and COVID-19 testing clinic at Waterfire this weekend. So if you want to get tested or get vaccinated, you'll have the opportunity at Waterfire. Also, Waterfire is recommending that since there will be large groups of people downtown, that folks wear masks and try to keep safe distance. A couple announcements on the housing front on the Rent Relief Rhode Island program. A few weeks ago, I mentioned that I had spoken to the White House, sharing concerns regarding Treasury guidance and how states could use the federal dollars to help renters and landlords affected by COVID-19. This is not a problem unique to Rhode Island. States across the country are having a difficult time getting these critical dollars out to those that need the assistance. And we made that very clear in our call with the White House a few weeks back and asked them for certain restrictions to be lifted and guidelines to be relaxed. This week, U.S. Treasury updated their guidance, providing states additional flexibility when it comes to these dollars. I want to thank the Biden administration for listening to us here in Rhode Island and taking us up on some of our thoughts. I've instructed Rhode Island Housing to make a series of changes that we can anticipate will speed up the process of applications and the money getting out the door into the hands of Rhode Islanders that need it. Some of these changes include streamlining applications and forms and reliance on on the information that they need to provide in order to qualify. Approving applications that are missing just small pieces of information and working to gather that information after the assistance has been awarded. Not unlike when we were helping the small businesses with their applications, and we had done numbers and a lot of process that we worked through when I took office in March. This is the same case, and that's why we've advocated with the State House, with the White House, to change their guidance through the Treasury Department. Where a W-9 is not signed or by a landlord or Rhode Island Housing, will work with them after approval to obtain a correction copy. We need to get money into people's hands, and if we're not going to break any rules, but we're going to bend the rules as much as we need to make sure that we get that $200 million of relief, rent relief to the people in the state of Rhode Island. Every dollar that comes into our state, regardless if it was unemployment, which we kept people on unemployment, I think we brought in an additional $350 million of unemployment dollars by not following the lead of other states. We're taking that benefit away. Same thing is true here. We need that money in our communities in order for us to recover in the economy. So this process will allow us process to work quicker, and not be held up because of a box-checking exercise. We believe that these steps will allow the application process to work better for renters and landlords that need this assistance and will move more people through the process. Additionally, it is disappointing that the Supreme Court has struck down the President's eviction moratorium. While we continue to speak with our partners in the General Assembly on steps the state can take regarding potential eviction moratorium, I want the people of Rhode Island to know that Rent Relief Rhode Island has partner agencies stationed in the various courthouses on days when eviction hearings are being held in district court. I want to repeat that. I want Rhode Islanders to know that Rent Relief RI has a partner agency stationed in various courthouses on the days when eviction hearings are being held in district court. Tenants and landlords are able to check the status of their applications, provide additional information to their application so it can be completed and reviewed. And for those who haven't applied, they can apply before they go into that hearing. There's no one in the state of Rhode Island that has a need that should be evicted from any apartment that they are currently renting based on the ability that the state has to provide those federal dollars to the individuals that need the help. Additionally, the Center of Justice and Rhode Island Legal Service are able to represent applicants in court and in mediation efforts with their landlords. We know that tenants experience better outcomes in court when they are represented by legal counsel. The district court has been a great partner in this effort, and we are all working to try to prevent evictions for non-payment by getting as many people as possible assisted with rent relief dollars. Again, we started with $200 million. Last count I heard was we were down maybe 13 million, 14 million, and but we have a great deal of dollars that needs to get distributed over the next year. But we have a certain amount of money we have to get out right now. The bottom line is, with all this federal money, no eligible Rhode Islander should be evicted for non-payment of rent. To learn more about the program, you can call 1-855-608-8756. 1-855-608-8756. And I would also add, no eligible Rhode Islander should be evicted for non-payment of rent. And with the landlords, no landlord should actually be short on a rent payment is working with us and the Rhode Island Housing to make sure that this money is allocated to them, both in the rears and in advance on rent that could be due by one of the tenants. To learn more about the program, again, 1-855-608-8756 or visit www.rentreliefri.com. That's www.rentreliefri.com.